Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Wanted to come on and do a little bit of a separate video to my usual weekly weigh-ins, although I have only done one so far. Just to kind of give a bit of an introduction and a bit of an update because it's been so long since I last did a YouTube video, and then sort of talk a little bit about why I have chosen to take MOUNJARO. So yeah, my name's Jem. Like I say, used to do weight loss videos here on YouTube back when I think I'd just turned 30. And originally I was following Slim Fast, and I did that for about 6 weeks, but decided to change that up to Slimming World, which I absolutely loved at the time. I had a great support network here on YouTube and over on Instagram, and didn't go to any classes. I joined online on the Slimming World website. And yeah, so basically my group was doing my video diaries, talking to people on Instagram, posting pictures on Instagram, and that was kind of my way of interacting with other people that were doing Slimming World rather than going to an actual group. And I did amazingly well on it. I think I lost 8.5 stone in total, and yeah, felt amazing. I think at my highest weight, I think when I originally started doing the YouTube videos, I think I was around 18.5, between 18.5 and 19 stone. And then since then have just sort of gone up and down. I've been a typical sort of yo-yo dieter, and lots of things have changed in my personal life. So back then I was living in Scotland, and now back in England. I've been back in England for around 10 years. I now have a little boy. My son's 5 years old, so obviously he's my main priority, the apple of my eye. Yeah, I've tried every diet you can think of, and I know we've all said that before, but I truly have. I've always found that a higher protein, lower carb diet works better for me. I know that could be something to do with the fact that I have PCOS. I've got polycystic ovarian syndrome. I've had that since I was 15 years old. I was diagnosed with it. So that's something that's, it's not new information to me at all. But I know that has a significant effect on my weight. I gain weight really, really easily, and I find it really difficult to lose weight. So yeah, I gain easily. Losing is very, very hard, because of the PCOS, because I have it's the hormone imbalance and the insulin sensitivity. So, which is one of the main reasons that I wanted to do MOUNJARO, but we'll get onto that. So yeah, so since then I've tried keto, I've tried intermittent fasting, I've tried Slimming World again, I've tried Weight Watchers. My main issue with Slimming World, because you may just say, well, why not do that? It worked so well for you last time, why not just follow that again? To be honest, when I did lose all the weight on Slimming World, I don't know whether I said Slim Fast then, but Slimming World, when I did lose all that weight, it Extra Easy had just come in, I think around that time. And prior to that, I had tried Slimming World before, because I've struggled with my weight all my adult life. So back in the day, I've done like cabbage soup and everything. But anyway, so I think Extra Easy had just came in. So Extra Easy was their new way of new plan, if you like. Whereas back in the day, it used to be red or green days. red days being predominantly you could eat as much meat as you wanted, green days you could eat as much carbs. That's, you know, in layman's terms. So the red days always work better for me. Like I say, I'm better with a lower carb, higher protein diet. But when I started doing it again, the extra easier come in, and that changed it all. So there wasn't a case of red and green days, but I still had the mentality of a red day. So I would say I tried to sort of stick with that. So I would always try and have a lot more protein than carbs. So if I look back at my old Instagram now, I can see, you know, I used to make a chili, but rather than have rice with it, I would have baked butternut squash and broccoli and things like that. So yeah. But if I'm completely honest, one of the reasons that I think I've not managed to sink my teeth into it this time around, it just seems to change a lot. You know, 1 minute something's free to eat, the next minute it's not. 1 minute it's got so many sins, the next minute, oh, actually it's got this many sins. Above anything else, and I have done this before, I hate calorie counting. And to me, it felt like it was a kind of calorie counting. I just want to be able to eat healthily, but not be obsessive over numbers and calories and sins and whatever else. And I just couldn't get my head around it, is the honest truth. I couldn't get my head around it this time. I'd seen more and more about these so-called skinny jabs, started looking into that. I know a couple of people that were doing it, that had had success. And I was the same as I think pretty much everybody else. I was thinking, surely this is dangerous, and, you know, there's not been enough research done into things. But when I started looking at it myself, I thought, you know what, this sounds like it could be for me. It sounds like it is safe. You, as long as you buy it from a reputable pharmacy or you get it through your doctor. Because I think there's a lot of sort of beauty places, I think it is, that are selling like the where you have it in the separate, you have to mix them together and then you inject it via a syringe, and that to me was, I'm not doing that. I don't want to do that. And sounded very scary that you don't know where this is coming from. I actually, as part of my research, had seen a documentary that Anna Richardson had done, and she'd bought one of these sets and it came in the post, and there was no instructions with it or anything. I just thought, oh my God, that's so frightening. So yeah, I wanted to make sure that I got it from a reputable place. But the other main reason that absolutely swayed me, I mean, obviously it was great knowing that I'd had friends, or I have friends that are also taking it. The other thing was the PCOS side of it. So I actually looked into a little bit of, would my PCOS affect it? Would it affect my PCOS? Would it affect it in a good way, a bad way? And the research is ongoing, but from what they're seeing so far, it helps with PCOS. So obviously, because you're losing weight, that helps with PCOS, because a lot of the symptoms that you get from polycystic ovarian syndrome are because you're if you end up being overweight. There's famous people that have PCOS that I know. I'm sure Victoria Beckham's got it, and she's by no means overweight. Unfortunately, it is a symptom that I have. It's because I am insulin resistant with it. I've got a hormone imbalance, all that sort of good stuff. So yeah, that sort of swayed me into thinking this could be the thing for me to try. And then when I looked into it a bit further and was looking at different people's videos on here, it was the food noise. When people were saying the food noise, when I was like, that to me is just incredible. If that could go, I know I'd be all right. I know I'd be able to I know how to eat healthy. I love cooking. I love cooking meals from scratch. So if I could just get away this wanting to snack and wanting to, I mentioned it in my other video, but I am not I wasn't one of these people that could have a couple of pieces of chocolate and put the rest of the bar in the fridge. I would want to eat the lot and then probably go and have a couple of packets of crisps or something on top of that. Typical binge eater. My danger zone, if you like, was of an evening. And I can honestly say, since starting MOUNJARO, I struggle to finish a meal. I've not craved any chocolate or snacks or crisps or, I'm eating till I'm full and then I stop and I don't feel the need to carry on. I'm not constantly thinking about food. It's like a release. That's the best way I can describe it. I feel relieved that's gone, and hopefully that will continue. It's not something I want to do forever. I want it to help to retrain my brain. I want it to hopefully mean that when I do come off it, that I can control the food noise. I won't let it control me anymore, because that's how it felt. So yeah, I'm excited to see where it all goes, and hopefully you'll come along with me. And I've had some lovely feedback from my weekly weigh-in, my first weekly weigh-in video. I'm well into my second week now, and without any spoilers, I have had a couple of side effects this week, but nothing horrendous. But I'll talk more about that on my week 2 weigh-in, which will be on Thursday. It's now Tuesday night, so a couple more days, and then I'll film a video for my my second week. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you'll have a little look and see how I do on week 2. And yeah, I shall see you all soon. Bye.